15 world titles have been decided previously here in Sepang, and our two current title contenders, both Martin and Bagnaia, have won two of them, both here 6 years ago.
Martin has sprinkled some magic here in Malaysia. It's done. You are the world champion.
Tears of joy for Jorge Martin.
Pecco Bagnaia is the Moto2 world champion for 2018.
What an incredible story. Bagnaia and Martin, former teammates, winning the Moto3 and the Moto2 World Championships on the same day. Jorge Martin versus Pecco Bagnaia. Who will make history in 2024? Jorge, we'll start with you. How are you feeling knowing coming into this weekend potentially you have the chance to be crowned MotoGP World Champion?
I'm confident. I feel good. I trust a lot in my work. Everything I did to arrive here. I will fight till the end with everything I have for my team, for my people around, and for me.
Pecco Bagnaia, does this year feel different in terms of the pressure?
And in terms of pressure, yes, it's always there, but it's nice. It's a critical situation for one side because you know that you have to be fast because you don't have to lose point, but you have to be the fastest, but you don't have to make any mistakes.
A massive weekend in Malaysia starts with pt.1 next live. It's time for MotoGP. We have Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin, our two title contenders. Well, it's all about who wins the war on the track, and there's a bit of psychological warfare on, a bit of mind games going on here in Malaysia. We love it. This is what we like to see, isn't it? Coming all the way down to the wire, using every trick in the book. Bagnaia, brilliant, absolutely phenomenal, 57.679. Great lap that by Bagnaia. He's been watching Jorge Martin. Oh, Martin goes down. No great damage done in terms of the bike, and most importantly to our World Championship leader and to his prospects of going to Q2, because he's going to sail into Q2.
Jorge, I guess not the ideal end to the day, but otherwise happy enough with how it went?
Yeah, for sure not the ideal after a crash, but I think was good to crash because it's always interesting to understand why and to find the limit.
We saw a fun moment this morning with yourself and Jorge on the back straight. He said he was pulling in behind you to see if he could learn something. I guess you didn't want to teach him anything.
No, they decided to start behind me, just I don't know why, but in any case I just saw it and I didn't want to push because we are in a moment where it's better to thinking alone.
The stage is set for what should be two thrilling qualifying sessions here in MotoGP as Pecco Bagnaia completes the full set. Fastest in all three practice sessions as he looks to keep his world title hopes alive. Jorge Martin just visualising the perfect lap around this 5.54 kilometre Sepang International Circuit. Here we go then, folks. This is going to be a mid-156. Well, we've seen so many special qualifying laps, haven't we, from the number 89. And ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness something out of this world here from Martin, the World Championship leader, a 156.553. He is now over half a second clear of reigning World Champion Bagnaia. What was the response going to be from the world champion? Look at that. This is going to be very, very close. A 156.553 is Martin's pole time as he stands. Is Bagnaia going to better it? He is. What a response. Pecco Bagnaia finds a 156.337, and now he says to Jorge Martin, what have you got?
Pecco was incredible today. Well, it is what it is. I tried my best. I think first row was the target, so I'm happy.
It's incredible to what we did today because already the lap time of Jorge was incredible, and being able to drop this lap time was super important also for the mental side.
ramp up the tension in the rematch. We are ready. MotoGP fans all around the world are ready. Are Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin now ready? Two title contenders side by side on the grid for the 10-lap TSO sprint coming up next. It's lights out, we're racing in the sprint here in Malaysia. It's a brilliant start, the middle of that front row by world champion leader Jorge Martin. He goes side by side in the braking zone with Pecco Bagnaia. Who's going to win the game of dare on the brakes into that first corner? Around the outside goes Bagnaia. That is brave in the extreme. Martin hugs the inside curve. He leads. Marc Marquez has got a great start. From 5th to 3rd, but Martin has nailed the start and the first two corners. Into the first gear, tight left-hander turn 9, so easy. Bagnaia! I was just about to say, it's so easy to lose the front in turn 9, and right on cue, right in front of us, Pecco Bagnaia does commit the biggest mistake of the season so far. That could be the pivotal moment of 2024 as Pecco Bagnaia, having led throughout practice, having taken a record-breaking pole position this morning, has he thrown away the MotoGP world title. Jorge Martin with sprint magic in Malaysia moves closer to the MotoGP glory in 2024. He knows it, he senses it. That was a huge Super Saturday here. 29 points cleared, and now is the gap between Martin and Pecco Bagnaia.
That means is if Jorge Martin wins the full-length Malaysian Grand Prix tomorrow over 20 laps, Pecco Bagnaia must finish second or his world championship is gone.
As soon as I saw Pecco crash, I just controlled the gap. It was really easy to make a mistake today. Tomorrow will be super similar.
Good morning and a very warm welcome. We are at the point where Jorge Martin faces his first match point to be crowned MotoGP world champion. Is that the final blow for Bagnaia in his hopes of retaining the MotoGP world championship?
Race red flag due to a crash at turn 2.
How does this play out now for Bagnaia and Martin, who've got to take 2 in the rematch? It's lights out, we're racing once again in Malaysia. This time around, Pecco Bagnaia does make the cleaner start over Jorge Martin. How aggressive now will Martin be on the run down into the first corner? Bagnaia braking as late as he dares. Frankie Morbidelli's got away well once again. He gets a tap there from Marc Marquez as they sweep through turn 1. Let's hope they all get safely through the tight turn 2 this time around. They certainly have. But here comes Martin with the element of surprise. That is not a move that you see very often. He had the big shake on the change of the direction.
Oh, here comes Martin once again on the inside of the reigning world champion. Bagnaia will get the run out of the corner and try and move through. But if Bagnaia is going to try and back this pace up, the best way to counter that is to get ahead of him.
Can't remember the first lap where Bagnaia was overtaken twice. Martin, how late on the brakes is Martin into turn 15?
Late.
He's gone in wide. Bagnaia's going to cut to the tight inside line with the better exit speed though is Martin. That just shows the different impact of different entries and exits there. Now then Bagnaia's going to try and get some slipstream. Here we go, what a battle this is between the title contenders. Bagnaia now back at the front, on the brakes on the inside of Martin into turn 1. This is what it's all about. MotoGP at its very, very best. The two fastest riders in the world, the two title contenders going toe-to-toe here in Malaysia. And now once again through 14 comes Martin. They're almost going to touch on the exit now. Who's going to get the better drive now down this long back straight? Marc Marquez, a very interested party there in 3rd place. Into the 4th sector where Bagnaia has been so good all weekend. This is edge of the seat action in MotoGP. This is nail-biting tension. Martin and Bagnaia, they go side by side. They almost touch, powering towards 6th gear down the start-finish straight. Who's going to have the edge on the brakes into turn 1?
It's Martin up the inside, but he looks like he's going to run in a little bit hot there. He does go ever so slightly wide. Bagnaia back up the inside of Jorge Martin again. The lead continues to change hands.
Well, this already feels like 2 corners into lap 3, like race of the century. This is MotoGP, off the scale, awesome. It's Bagnaia then now that leads. Here comes Martin for a long, long way back. Into turn 4 he goes. Is he going to get it stopped? No, once again, Bagnaia gets him on the cutback.
Martin up again this time into turn number 5. Does that look like a rider to you who's taking the cautious championship approach? Not a bit of it.
What are we witnessing here? Now Bagnaia shows Martin his front tyre going through 7. Marc Marquez must be loving this. Bagnaia's got the inside line into turn 15. They rub knees, they rub elbows once again. Bagnaia has the inside line.
But he's going to get a slower run out of that final corner, and Martin will now have the slipstream down the home straight. Bagnaia got the moment, he's throwing everything at Jorge Martin. I guess he's thinking, if I can keep putting moves on Jorge Martin, maybe, just maybe, I can force him into a mistake.
This is the biggest gap between the pair of them, and we're nearly completed lap 4. This has been absolutely phenomenal Grand Prix motorcycle racing at the very highest level. Pecco Bagnaia then keeps the rematch alive, keeps his World Championship hopes alive as he crosses the line victorious here in the Malaysian Grand Prix. The championship then will be decided at the season finale.